Mark D'Antonio has always said that in order for your team to have a successful season, your seniors need to have a successful season. But the senior class of 2013 has done much more than that. They have helped redefine Michigan State football. Entering their last home game with a 39-12 record, they are the winningest senior class in the 117-year history of Michigan State football. And although they're all aware that their careers are nearing their end, they know there is much more to accomplish in their time wearing the green and white. With the last home game of their careers on the horizon, the seniors sat down to reminisce on their time at Michigan State.
I'll never forget coming back I went home for the weekend and I came back in my room and everyone's playing video games and I've never met Drone before, and Drone's sitting in my chair playing video games on my TV, and I'm like, who is this man? Looks like he's 37 years old, bald, has a goatee, he's playing video games. I'm like, I'm not gonna ask you, I'm just gonna, you mind if I sit down in my room? If I come in? Good job, well, you're doing really well, by the way.
I remember the first time I met Isaiah. You know, he told me, yeah, bro, I play safety, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna smack somebody. I'm gonna smack somebody first day of practice, bro. He told me, I don't care if I leave this game in a wheelchair.
I remember that.
I walked over to Keith. I said, bro, this dude is crazy. I said, bro, I can't mess with it.
The first time I met you and Keith, bro, I'm sitting there talking to both of them, bro. I'm wondering what these dudes talking about. I was just sitting there talking to them, and at the end of the conversation, I just walk away. Like, I had made them think I knew what I was talking about. I had no idea what they was talking about.
Y'all was definitely
was country.
bad. First guy.
Better now.
Y'all got a little northern now. Y'all true Southerners when y'all got here. Nobody knew what y'all talking about.
The funniest thing I seen. First time meeting Danico. We thought Danico was a regular student. We see him on a Debo bike. we see him on a Debo bike with a tank top on, big goatee on, head got a Drake beats on around the bike. You hear the bike squeaking. He come in class. I don't say nothing to nobody, but none but athletes in. I said, bro, this dude, bro, that crazy. He ain't even saying that to it.
Sit down, headphones on the whole class, don't say nothing to nobody. Walk out, do the same thing. They know we have to go to the football building, the football building. I said, bro, they gonna do it. I said, bro, they gonna do it again.
Go do it.
Senior class has achieved many things. but nothing as great as their friendship and brotherhood. When the senior class of 2013 leaves Michigan State, they will be a class that leaves behind a strong legacy.
I mean, we've done a lot this year, man. We made history a lot this year, with the whole Michigan thing, the beating Nebraska first time in program history, and we still got a lot of opportunities ahead. With no team's ever won more than 11 games in this program history, and we got a chance to win 13. And that's just that'd be a great legacy to have. The only team to win 13 games in Michigan State history. And also being a team that brought Michigan State back in the Rose Bowl, brought them back to that elite level. That'd be perfect to be a part of. It's a great honor. Do it with y'all. It's the best. Like going through all these memories and stuff. I wouldn't pick nobody else.
Being the first Michigan State team to win or go undefeated in the Big Ten since '65, or 8-0 in the Big Ten. That's going to be another accomplishment. So we still got a lot to look forward to, but being the most winningest class is truly an honor. So happy to do it with y'all boys, for sure.
I personally just want our legs to be like, how we just sit right here and we talk about how Tone was a person that we went to. I just want everybody we all had the opportunity to touch somebody and just be there for them. I just hope that these last 2 months we just had a chance to touch somebody else that we haven't been able to touch and just reach out to them and let them know that we're going to be here the whole time and after this, because this is a great sport. We play it and we love it, but after it's all done, we still got to have this brotherhood and this friendship.
Going off of that, just like all the cats that came before us and that showed us the way, really, Neil and Werv, all them cats that was here before, back when I was even on the O-line, and it's a lot of people that did a lot of things for us and they worked really hard to pay this way for us and showed us how to work hard. And I think about them a lot when I think about where we are right now and how we wouldn't be here if it weren't for them cats. So, I want to do it for them a lot too. The Mo Dogs that used to be here.
And my thing is selfishly, I want to be a part of the best. Like Nico said, I want to be a part of the best team that ever come through here. There's not really much things you can stamp on that I'm the best at this. Besides pool for me. But that's something I want to put my name on. Be the best team that ever come to Michigan State. To be a part of that.
I think it's cool that when we were all getting recruited, Coach D and the staff, they kind of pitched promises. They pitched this vision of, hey, here's where we think we can go. And we all bought into that, and we've gotten to a lot of those goals. Michigan State, we hadn't won a bowl game, hadn't been to a bowl game in a while, and hadn't won 10 games, hadn't won 11 games, certainly hadn't won 13. So I feel like, we've been lucky to be a major role kind of in that vision coming true that Coach D and the staff had.
Yeah, when I was getting recruited, the coaches kept saying, we're going to go to a bowl game, we're going to win a bowl game. That was what they were selling. And I was like, I want to win a championship. I want to go to the Rose Bowl. I don't want to win a bowl game. So I remember saying that to him. That's when I was like 16 years old. So it really took a lot to say that to him. But like Nico said, man, I want to be the team that brings Michigan State back to the Rose Bowl and wins the Rose Bowl and celebrates after the Rose Bowl for the first time in too long. That's what I'll remember. That's what I'll. That's the top. That's the pinnacle. That's what we all work for. That's what. There's no buts. There's no what ifs. We could have done that. We should have done that. There's none of that. That's the best. And that's what. You got to go to Minnesota, Indianapolis, and we're there.
Yeah, what he said.
Also, selfishly, I want these last few years to be considered some of the best defense in Michigan State history. Honestly.
My man.
I know you can argue that, but
Yeah, bro.
if we're in the argument, we did a good job.
The senior class has achieved many things, but nothing as great as their friendship and brotherhood.
To tell you the truth, I think this team has to be one of the close-knit teams in the country. The chemistry here is just off the charts. We all know each other, we all hang with each other, we all love each other, we do anything for each other. And I think that's what made us, one of the winningest senior teams, to come through Michigan State. It's just an honor to be with y'all. That's all. The reason I came here, first of all, was like the recruiting class. I talked to some of you guys, and all you guys are good players, and I want to be part of this. So that's maybe one of the main reasons I came here.
Like he said, man, like I came here not knowing nobody, like not knowing none of y'all, and I'm leaving here just like seeing all y'all as my brothers, man, like for real. Love all y'all. And, to have this, a great season like we having right now, it's brought us closer. I'm gonna miss all y'all when we leave. It's just been real fun, just getting to know all y'all through these past 4 years, and just staying close and having all these experiences with y'all. It's been real fun.
Another thing I want people to remember about this team is the attitude and the toughness we bring to the game. Coming out of high school, it wasn't, we wasn't 5 4-star recruits. We all 2, 3. I don't know, some of y'all might have been 4-star. But that just says a lot. We don't have the high recruits coming out of high school, but the type of chemistry we have and the attitude we have for the game, it builds us up to be a great team, because when we all come together, no one can really stop us. And that's just the type of coaches, that's the type of players the coaches bring in here. And that's why we all, we bond so well, we play so well together, because we have the same mentality and the same aggression towards the game. That's what I really want people to remember and take notice of.
It's crazy. Every time I get the chance to go back home, people always ask me, like, man, you from Southern Cal, why did you choose Michigan State? And it's a simple, it's for moments like this. To be with guys that I truly love. You guys are definitely my brothers. And being the only JUCO guy and coming here, I remember getting off on the plane in some slippers and like a thin Nike jacket, then seeing snow for the first time. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know what a winter coat is. I don't know where to buy some boots. I was just like struggling, and it's just, you think about like how far we've come, and just knowing that everything we talk about, we're here right now. We talk about big moments. We're definitely in a position to make big moments. And like Danico said, as far as a legacy you would want, when people, when senior classes after us have this same thing, or if they have the opportunity, they talk, say, oh man, you remember that team that went back to the Rose Bowl? You talk about that hunger. You talk about that swag that they play with on a weekly basis. And that's just moments that, I would want people to think about. And it's just, you guys are definitely my brothers. Just know, anytime you guys in California, if I'm there, I might be working at Jamba Juice or something. I don't know why. I've always had a thing for Jamba Juice. It's just that atmosphere is just chilling. Come through.
I think it's great that we all come from different walks of life. We have people from east side, west side, like wherever it's from, but we're all brought here together for the same purpose of like Max said when we came here, it was the same purpose of going undefeated in the Big Ten, winning the Rose Bowl, doing all this stuff that no matter what our background was, we still all had that one goal, that one determination that this is what we're gonna do, we're gonna get it done, and that we were able to come together and do that. I think that's really impressive that we're different guys that maybe we wouldn't have came together if we just passed each other on the street. But I think it's unique how even the coaching staff was able to get all these guys to focus towards one goal. I'm really gonna miss that, having that bondage, like you said, like a brotherhood for those guys that you're working towards, that one thing. And like we said, we still have 3 games left. So everything that we want to do is out there in front of us, and we're still working for it. And I'm just excited for these last 3 games, this last month of football that we have left.
To tell you the truth, I think everybody here on this team are all hard-nosed players, and I think that's what defines us. Every time y'all go out on that field, man, y'all not afraid to hit anybody. Y'all hurt people, and that's what I really like about this team too. Not afraid to back down from anybody. So, like people like Kyler, when I hit him, I come up with a freaking hurt nose. I'm like, geez, I'm not hitting him like that again. I'm gonna use my hands next time. Teach people techniques, just simple stuff like that. And I hit the Nicos, I get a headache. It's just all y'all hard-nosed players, man. I appreciate how all y'all, just you know, ain't afraid to hit nobody. You know, just go out there and have some fun, man. That's all I gotta say, though.
No, I know Max and I joke about it because I go to the sideline and be like, man, Henry just came down on a veer block. He's like, been there, man, been there.
Everybody in the linebacker.
I don't do it. I just don't do it. I run around it. And I say I know how to do it. I'll be there in the game.
Coaches don't even get mad when we do it no more.
Yeah,
they say, "Oh, it's Henry. You're cool, man." We understand.
All right, I got you.
Over their time here, the senior class has marked their stamp on this program, making for an array of favorite moments.
Well, mine is the Georgia game when we was all hype on the sideline. That game and the Big Ten championship game at Penn State, by far. Those two games, we were just hype. My favorite memories.
Coach D yelling at me for dancing in front of the camera and everything. What are you doing?
When was that?
During the Georgia game. He looked dead at me. I didn't know he was behind me. And he looked dead at me. I was cooking. Coach D looked right at me. I was like, what are you doing? Of course, I had to get back and everything.
I think my favorite memory was beating Michigan at Michigan. I don't think there's any better feeling than that, seeing all those guys leaving in the third quarter, singing the fight song in their stadium. I think that was my favorite.
I can't think of more right now. We can skip me and we'll come back.
Good career. Good career.
Peak my sophomore year.
Blocked that punt and then
went downhill.
Slide.
Couldn't really catch back up to that.
One of my favorite memories probably be Little Giants. I didn't play much in that game, but just the whole overall atmosphere, you know, winning in overtime that night was crazy. I enjoyed that game a lot.
Probably beat Michigan 4 times. That's tough to say anything else. It's the biggest thing. You know, growing up around here, being a Michigan State fan and hating Michigan, yeah, that's the biggest thing.
My favorite memory would probably be like the game 2 years ago against Michigan. Dan Fress was hissing at people like a cat. Yeah, that game was just, everybody was on, like, everybody peaked, you know, everybody was on a different level. Just, you know, going crazy against Michigan, you know, beating their butts, you know, that's my favorite.
I'd probably say beating Michigan this past year, because that was a pretty fun time.
Talk that.
I'll say 2009, Alamo Bowl. Me and Derek Hogan went out to eat. He wanted Mexican, I did. But we decided to go with Mexican food. He ordered chimichanga and he got sick.
One of my favorite, just like Danny said, was Notre Dame. That was my true freshman year. Eric Gordon got hurt early in that game, so that was like the first time I played any meaningful minutes on defense here, and you know that was nerve-wracking and fun all at the same time. I remember my first play in there, I came off and just got completely yelled at by Coach Tressel. I did the wrong thing, and they got a first down on like 3rd and 10. And then I was in the game for Little Giants on the other side, and Charlie and Le'Veon. So that was like the first big game, the first big crazy thing that happened when I was here, and I remember that forever.
I think for me it was my first year, the Hail Mary play. I just remember, you know, seeing Kirk so calm, and next thing you know we're playing, and then the DN kind of rubbed off of me, and he jumps in Kirk's face. You know, we score, and then later that week, a reporter asked me and Le'Veon, "Oh, great job out there, guys. You know, you guys won, but as you can see, both of you missed your block, and there was pressure in Kirk's face. What would happen if that guy tackled him?" And I looked at Le'Veon and I was like, "Oh, this guy just put us on blast." But that was definitely a fun moment.
Yeah, my favorite memory would definitely have to be holding Michigan to negative 48 yards. You know, no one in college history can say that. You know, and to be a part of a defense that can say that, you know, it's something special, something that'll stay with you forever.
I got a lot of memories. I say my favorite memory is going to Ohio State and beating them at you know, their place, whatever, the shoe, whatever you want to call it. But I say that's probably my favorite memory. The defense played a great game, man. It was one of the greatest games we played on defense that season. It was just fun making plays running around with my friends and stuff. So I say that's probably one of my top memories.
I gotta say for this last game playing Michigan, along with somebody else said, just going out there and dominating them, man, just beating them down. It was a fun game out there defensively. It was just so fun for me to play that game. And
the overall domination of that game was something I'm never gonna forget. We dominated them on all parts of the game. So
I think what's interesting about our time here is that we've been a part of like a last minute, last play of the game, go crazy victory every year since we've been here. So 2009 we had Larry's running against Michigan. 2010 we had Little Giants. 2011 we had Rocket against Wisconsin. Last year we had Wisconsin in overtime, and this year haven't needed one of those, which I don't think anybody's going to complain about. But I think just those once in a lifetime plays, we've had 4 of those in 4 consecutive years, so that's pretty interesting.
Although they display their toughness day in and day out, there were times here that they faced some scary moments.
I think for me it was, I think the whole hand would agree that one winter conditioning where they're like, okay, tomorrow we're gonna do the test the 3-cone shuttle. So, and then everyone's like, okay, we get out there, no cones. And everyone knows if you don't see cones, you know it's sudden change. So I remember Coach Manning, listen here, it's a mental toughness day. Get on the line. That is the worst thing you want to hear. Get on the line. And I remember we ran so much.
That was the most painful.
Ice cream was a bad choice.
Yes, it was. Ever. Because I remember throwing up, and they were starting another one. And I was like, oh my gosh.
That was like the first time I seen Chris McDonald slow down.
Those gassers and after the scrimmage, we had all the penalties, was the worst gassers I ever ran. I was like, oh, my parents are here. Can't wait to go see them. 25 gassers late.
After scrimmage. That was awful.
If you was ever a DB, I think every DB's scariest moment is when you mess up on the field and you gotta go to the phone and talk to Coach Barnett.
Yeah,
that'd be the worst.
Linebacker, you gotta get on the phone and talk to Coach Barnett. You start worried. Like, what do you talk to me for?
That's probably by far you're like, okay, I know I messed up and I know what he's gonna say, but is he gonna say something out of the ordinary? Is he gonna curse at me? He don't curse. I know I'm in trouble. I know I messed up badly. So
just his attitude about everything. You just don't want to make him mad.
It's scary
you make him mad. Yeah, that might be the scariest thing.
That's the scariest
thing. You get you that look and you just start bouncing. You don't know you gonna come tackle. I seen the highlights. I seen the highlights.
That's like when Coach Narduzzi, I'll get on the headset with Coach Narduzzi once every 4 games, and he'll give it to me, and he'll change the entire game plan in 5 seconds. He'll be like, okay, call the front this way against this, tell the Nikos to do that, do this. Okay, go ahead. So everything we did all week is completely different. He's like, you got it? I'm like, yeah, I got it.
Coming to a
late.
You already know you gonna get it, so you
already know.
Take it. That's all you can do. No matter what you say, whatever excuse you give, it's not gonna work. You don't care.
Who's missed the lift? Anybody?
There was a string of 5 times I was late to a lift, and I missed one of them in between that. So after a while, I just started going because I used to lift at 550 all the time when I was freshman, sophomore year. And so I used to just go out, if I was late, we'd just walk by, wouldn't even talk to Coach Manning, we'd just go straight to the line. And he'd just look at me, when I'm out there, he's like, okay, he's doing what he need to do. I know what I gotta do, Coach, I know I'm late. You don't have to yell at me, I'm sorry. My bad. It was an accident, I overslept.
My favorite thing is people coming in once they're late with the excuse. Oh, well, my car broke down. If that actually happened, as many times people said it did, no one would have a car. Coach, my car broke down. I had to get towed. So that's why you 5 minutes late. All right, that makes sense.
Just so happened.
I had a flat tire. You changed that flat tire in 2 minutes. All right, I don't believe that.
The scariest part about being late to a lift is waking up and looking at your phone and going, oh no, that can't be right. I had a 7:30 lift. I woke up at 7:23 and I went, no.
Good day, everybody, from Spartan Stadium in East Lansing. The final home game for 18 Spartan seniors. We would be remiss if we didn't mention all of their names. Denikos Allen, Max Bulla, Henry Conway, Darquez Denard, Denzel Drone, Kyler Ellsworth, Danny Felino, Fo Finotti, Benny Fowler, Dan France, Derek Hobing, Tyler Hoover, Jarris Jones, Isaiah Lewis, Andrew Maxwell, who got a big hand here, Kevin Muma, Micaiah Reynolds from Sexton High in Lansing, and Blake Treadwell. I'll tell you what, I run down those names. As good as the Spartans may be in the future, that's a big chunk of the heart and soul of this team leaving after today.
And it's just something to see these guys and what the foundation that they've laid for the future generations of the Spartan program is just amazing to see.
Muma set for the run-up and the opening kick. Tight end Josiah Price in motion. Right to left, goes back to the right. Play fake by Cook, and he throws it. It's caught by Benny. A leaping grab by Benny Fowler. Benny Fowler, wide side right. Tony Lippett set left. Connor Cook with a short drop and a quick throw left side for Lippett. Great one-hand grab going out of bounds at the 20-yard line on the near left sideline. Heck of a catch by Lippett. The eye is offset left behind tight end Michael Dennis by Pendleton in front of Langford. Hand off to Jeremy, running to his right. He's got running room at the 10. He's at the 5. Heads for that right pylon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. The first score here on Senior Day at Spartan Stadium. Cobb is shaded to his right. Nelson runs to his right, throws on the run. It's picked off by Trey Waynes, falling down just into Spartan territory at about the 44-yard line. Second down and 10. Delayed handoff to Jeremy Langford. Jeremy starts left, cuts back right. He's at midfield. 3 wideouts to the right. End around handoff to Donovan Jones running right. He'll be spilled back near the 5-yard line. Shalik Calhoun. Philip Nelson, the sophomore from Mankato, Minnesota, under center. They shift that way. Hand the ball to Cobb. He has nowhere to run. Spilled in the backfield. Nelson's in the pistol. Kirkwood behind him, and he'll hand it to him, and he'll lose a pair. Hit down by Max Bulla. Stacked eye behind Nelson. The deep back is David Cobb. He'll run to his left and be hit for a loss back at the 3 by Danikos Allen. Henry Williams and Cobb behind him. The play fake by Nelson. Tried to throw it into the end zone. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Mark Scarpinato. Shotgun snap to Nelson. Winds up and throws it. Picked off by Trey Waynes. He's got it at the 35-yard line. Now the 40. Running to his right. He's out to the 45 of Michigan State. Second pick of the day. And at the half, it's Michigan State 7 and Minnesota 3. The Spartans will get the ball to start the second half. McGarrett Kings and Benny Fowler to the right. Josiah Price tight right. Hill to the left to Connor Cook and the Spartan shotgun. Here's the snap and the throw. Crossing pattern catch left to right. Lippett's got it at the 20. Tony Lippett dancing toward the near right sideline and out of bounds. Play fake by Connor Cook. Throws over the middle. Caught over the shoulder by Josiah Price into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Now there's a statement drive by the Spartans as the second half gets underway behind Philip Nelson. The handoff to the deep back. It's Donnell Kirkwood. He's going nowhere. Shotgun snap to Nelson. Nelson in trouble, and down he goes. The Spartans get the sack back at the 22-yard line. Danikos Allen. Spartans at their 46. Connor Cook's under center. Straight eye behind him. Play fakes to Langford. Hands the reverse to the right. Back to the left they'll come with Aaron Burbridge running. He's at midfield. He's at the 45. He's at the 40. On the far left sideline, the 30. Cuts back to his right at the 25. Aaron Burbridge inside the 20-yard line. Finally dragged down by the Gophers. Straight eye behind Nelson, who stays in the game. Hands the ball off to Kirkwood, and Kirkwood is hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. Max Bulla pile drives him of MSU. Play fake by Leidner, rolls to his left, wants to throw, he's in trouble, and he'll be sacked. Back at the 35, he's hit down by Marcus Rush. Leidner, the quarterback, takes the shotgun snap. Wants to go up the middle with it, he is hit, he fumbles. He fumbled the football. Did the Spartans recover? Fumble caused by Shalik Calhoun. They're still unstacking at the 14-yard line. Leidner hit and fumbled. There's a wrestling match going on down at the bottom of that pile for the pigskin.
Oh,
as
yeah,
the
it's changed
officials
possession.
try
There
to
it is.
unstack him, and it's going to be Spartan football. Calhoun gets a sack on the play. Connor Cook hands to Jeremy Langford on first down, off left tackle. Burst out to the 30. He's at the 35. He's at the 40. A flag is down as he gets to midfield, and the Spartans will not have to run another play. They will win on Senior Day in a real slugfest with the Minnesota Gophers.
Yeah, get after next week, all right? We pull for you.
A hard-earned victory for Mark D'Antonio's team on Senior Day.
You know, our seniors, incredible feat by our seniors, 40 games won in 4 years time period, and not too many football teams in America can say that, probably about 6 or 7 or maybe 6. But great job by our seniors. Football game was sort of a grinder game today. You know, it was a tough game, physical football team. Minnesota played well. Credit our defense again, giving up only 3 points. Big fumble recovered by Tyler Hoover, obviously, and who made the play when it counted. So big turn back there because it was close with 6 minutes to go. Hey, we got it done with a great drive. First half, first series, and the second half, first series. So just an outstanding effort by our football team, 11-1, and that's something that we can talk about for a long time.
You know, today was a fun day. Today was a day that, I think that we'll remember, this team will remember for the rest of our lives. When you sit there in the tunnel and it's calling all your friends out to go see their parents, that's something that's kind of when it hit me. That's kind of when it was a little bit different than normal, because usually I'm in the locker room waiting for everyone to be done. But it was great. Like I said, we'll remember this for the rest of our lives, especially because we won. And not only did we win, but we're moving on to bigger and better things.
Oh man, it was great. It was a great way to end the senior year here at Spartan Stadium. It was a tough game. They came out and ran a lot of power at us. We didn't stop it like we wanted to. But that's what great defenses don't break. We bend, but we never broke. We came up with some big plays in the red zone and some big turnovers, and we just kept clawing and fighting. And that's just what this defense do. And as a team, we was making mistakes, on both sides. And when you do that, you just got to bring your A game. You can't let the mistakes get you down, and you got to keep fighting. But being the last game here, I just wanted to go out and leave it all on the field. It was tough knowing that this is the last time I'm gonna suit up in Spartan Stadium, but I couldn't let that stop me from doing what I usually do and just go out there and give it all.